So this was a commercial job, technically, for a local vintage store, a resale store called Recollected, and these are cool. I love commercial stuff, and so the idea was to have some tasteful yet, obviously original-looking clothing racks. And man, these turned out really sweet. And I'll be honest, I got the call as a friend of mine, really, really close friend. It's not every day I get to build for people that I know. Most of the people I build for, I don't know, which is also cool. But when it's one of your best friends calling you, you kind of get up for it. And these are really amazing. So I'm going to go walk you through some of the process. It started with just simple template and getting him to kind of feel comfortable with what that look was going to be with. It didn't take long. We both kind of speak each other's language. And then figure out how to do it. I ended up doing just basically half lapping the X's at the most, I would say, structurally needed point where a lot of the weight was going to come down, like right underneath it to support the bars that are going to go through the top. And quick half lapping. Honestly, that day I didn't feel like messing with the dado jig blades. I just cut my lines straight, and I kind of created some parameters and then routed the centers out. And it's a quick way of doing it. A little router can chug too. Has become my go-to, mostly because it's light and lifting heavy routers all day. No, it's not my favorite. Yeah, that little sucker can go. But yeah, that's all I did. Just routed the grooves out. After I got my lines matched, then that just looked cool. I remember taking that picture. I thought it was cool. But that's what all the joints look like when they're prepared. That's the test fit. Quick little Bessie table clamp just to make sure my joints are good and tight. This kind of joint slopping and having loose play is really not good. So that's test fitting, and then that's in glue. Just quick glue up. When your joints are good, glue ups are really fast. When they're not, is when the problems happen. If you're new at woodworking, I recommend getting glue with longer open times for that. So this is after assembly. The only thing I remember going crazy was the plywood seemed like it was kind of, not flat, but it was lacking the support, and we were kind of betting that the weight would take it out or even it out, and it did. Worked out really well. This is that's a primer coat, so I was using Target Coatings gray primer, which I go back and forth about gray and white primer, which one I like better. I think it depends on what color's going on the top, but these look cool in gray. And then the black hits, and these things look like really awesome. I don't know, almost kind of like a chopstick kind of vibe. I had a lot of furniture going on at that time too. I remember that. I just gotten back from New York, and I had a case of COVID that was really fun. And then they are literally heading into the finish room. After looks like a couple coats, the black lacquer, it's water-based, and I adore it. I use it on a lot of stuff. It's a lot cleaner to shoot. I usually put on about 3 or 4 coats. This is probably around, best I can tell, coat 2 or 3. And there they are in their final resting place. And they're still working today. They're doing well. They look good. I'm really proud of those. I really like the way they look. Anyway, any questions, throw them in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to. If not, that's cool too.